All right, let's dive into a really powerful and honestly kind of gut-wrenching idea about connection, or, the lack of it, in our very digital world.
So, this phrase right here, this is the entire heart of what we're going to unpack. It sounds like a total contradiction, doesn't it? I mean, how can never speaking to someone again feel intimate? Well, let's get into it.
We're going to start with this central puzzle, this feeling that I bet a lot of us have had, but maybe we couldn't quite find the words for it.
And this is the exact question that got this whole thing started. The person who wrote this had a realization on an estranged person's birthday. That pressure to send a polite, kind of empty text, it felt so much smaller, so much less real than the huge, heavy silence that already existed between them. This right here, this really gets to the core of it. That feeling of total, maybe even hostile silence after a bad ending can somehow create a stronger sense of connection than bumping into them in public or even having a polite, distant friendship. It's such a strange kind of closeness, right?
So why does this happen?
Well, the first idea is that it's all about a kind of shared secret history.
See, the thinking here is that this silence isn't just an empty void. It actually holds this twistedly tender quality. It's not a lack of connection, it's just a different and maybe even more profound kind of connection. And boom, here it is. This is where that intimacy comes from. It's the mutual knowledge that you both carry this shared history, almost like it's a time capsule you've silently agreed never, ever to dig up. The bond is actually defined by everything you don't say. This creates what's called the bond of absence, and it feels purer, maybe even stronger than a friendship that's kept alive by casual text or voice notes. It's this bizarre connection that's literally forged from a shared past and a mutual decision to just erase the present. But, of course, there's a uniquely modern twist to all of this. Because of technology, the very nature of silence itself, it's completely changed.
Now, what's so interesting here is this distinction. Think about it. Before the internet, when someone was gone, they were just gone. The silence was actually quiet. But now silence is like static. It's this loud, buzzing awareness of all the communication that isn't happening.
And here's where that static comes from. It's the scene receipt that just hangs there, unanswered. It's that profile you know you could check, but you resist. It's a constant, nagging knowledge that they are out there living a life that you just can't see anymore. The silence is just full of these little ghosts of potential contact.
And this creates a feeling that's just maddening. The person didn't disappear. They've only been erased from your life. They're still out there. And knowing that makes the blank space where they used to be feel incredibly, incredibly loud. And this modern static, this loud silence, it leads to the absolute deepest and most vulnerable fear in this entire experience.
And here we are, the most terrifying question at the center of it all. What if you're the only one treating the silence like it's something sacred? What if for them, it's just nothing?
This slide just lays out the two potential realities so starkly, it's chilling. On your side, you've built this whole shrine out of the silence. But the fear is that for them, you were just a short chapter they barely remember, that you're still carrying a weight they put down years ago.
So you see, the real pain isn't just that the relationship is over, it's that haunting possibility that this entire heavy emotional aftermath is completely one-sided, that your profound connection just exists in a vacuum.
Okay, so this brings us to what you might call the resolution. But it's not a solution, really. It's more like a deeper understanding of what this feeling actually is. And this is a really, really important distinction to make. This deep, silent intimacy, it's not about missing the person in that traditional way or, hoping you'll get back together. It's something else entirely. This is the key insight. You can be completely over the person themselves with absolutely no desire to ever talk to them again, but still be profoundly affected by the space they once filled in your life. This slide just captures the whole idea perfectly. The furniture is gone, and you don't even want it back. But you can't ignore the dent it left in the carpet. You're not feeling their absence. You're feeling the permanent shape of where they used to be. And that brings us right back to the beginning. This lasting, silent imprint, this dent in the carpet, it might just be the most profound, the most permanent, and yeah, the most intimate connection you ever actually shared. Which leaves us with a final thought. In a world of fleeting DMs and happy birthday texts,
Is the most lasting connection the one that's defined by absolute, total silence?